Watchers, two of my favourite synths are the Roland AE-30 Aerophone Pro and the Behringer Neutron. I love them even more when I use them together. When you're using a wind synth as a controller, you need the target synth to respond to your breath. For an analog synth, you want to convert your breath to a control voltage so that you can modulate the volume instead of using the envelope. Also, you'll often want to control the cutoff for the voltage controlled filter. With the Aerophone Pro and the Neutron, we do that by using aftertouch as an intermediary. The Aerophone can be set up to send breath as aftertouch, and the Neutron can convert aftertouch to CV. So now I'm going to show you how to do that. Right, so first we're going to set up the Neutron to receive aftertouch. So these are the choices that you have. There are 5 options, and we want the last option. We need to set up the assign output so that the CV it puts out is aftertouch. The way we set that up is we press and hold the oscillator sync button, and then we use the range keys. The LEDs around the LFO shape control tell us what our selection is, and we want to go to the upwards ramp to set the assign to aftertouch. The next thing we do on the Neutron is we patch from the assign output we patch to the VCA CV in, and we patch to the VCF cutoff frequency input. The Neutron will now respond to the assign input in both volume and in the filter cutoff. We could just do the volume by itself, but generally I find that we want the filter cutoff to be modulated at the same time. So now we need to set up the Aerophone to send aftertouch. First thing we need to do is set up a scene so that we can save our settings. We want to choose a user scene that is free with just the init scene on it. And then we want to name the scene. The next step is to make the change so that the Aerophone sends the breath as aftertouch. This is for the external MIDI, so we choose that and then we set up for aftertouch. Having configured the Aerophone, of course, we need to make sure that it is actually sending MIDI, and to do that, we set the MIDI control switch on the side of the Aerophone to on. And the final step is to use a MIDI lead to connect the Aerophone to the Neutron. Notice that I have a hair elastic around the MIDI lead, and I secure that to the Aerophone. That way, if I accidentally tug on the lead, it's less likely to damage the instrument. I'm sure now you're eager to see this in action. If you're finding this interesting, please let me know by clicking the like button and subscribing. Do the results justify the effort of patching and programming? Here's a quick demo with a simple patch on the Neutron. Just so you know, that's just the sound of the Neutron. I didn't use any extra effects or enhancements. Now that you've seen how to set this up and you've heard the results, you probably want to know exactly what settings I used on the Neutron. This next video will give you all the details. If you'd like me to make more videos like this, please let me know by hitting like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care.